Hey everybody, welcome back to No Jumper News. It's Adam22 here with your man AD. Let's get right into these stories. So fans are still speculating on the relationship between Lil Uzi Vert and JT of the City Girls. While neither of them confirmed that they were dating, their relationship has been mentioned in a few songs. Both have seemingly sent out cryptic tweets about each other, and still, nobody quite knows the extent of their relationship. It's hard to tell if the two have been in a fully committed relationship or not. However, there was definitely something going on between the two rappers. We reported that Lil Uzi called out Lil Yachty over a 2018 incident with JT in a deleted post back in September when he tweeted, "At Lil Yachty, where you at? You know what you did in 2018. Recently, JT subtweeted that she would rather drink glass than to ever fuck with that fuckboy again, before following it up with, "I was so real he thought I was regular and he was the cute one." People assumed that she was speaking about baby Pluto. In the comments, fans were calling out Lil Uzi for supposedly mistreating her. At this point, it would appear as though the fans have been right this whole time. Over the weekend, Uzi posted up a bathroom mirror selfie of himself and JT, and as expected, he quickly deleted the picture. It's clear that JT has moved on from whatever they once had. She quickly confirmed that the picture was not recent, tweeting, "That picture is old," adding, "Let it go." As a person who lives my relationship out in public and, every little thing that happens in our relationship, we just talk about it for the most part. It's kind of fascinating to me to imagine being a Lil Uzi and you're dating another famous rapper and you just decide to keep the entire thing under wraps. And then Lil Yachty apparently did the same exact thing. And I mean, it's sort of weird seeing this cryptic coded language where they're just sort of sending out these weird subtweets. They got selfies together they've never posted, and Uzi's digging through his phone. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna post this selfie from 2 years ago just to make everybody freak out a little bit, and maybe one day I'm gonna yell at Yachty on Twitter for some reason, just accuse him of doing something weird to this girl." This is all very foreign to me, and it's kind of weird. It's like they're not giving us the whole story. They're not telling us exactly what's happening. They're just feeding us little bits as if I'm supposed to care about Uzi dating a city girl.
You just said literally it's foreign to you. It is not foreign to me. As a person that goes out and gets hammered, sometimes you think about that one person. You know what I'm saying? I feel in this situation that JT might just be the one that he just can't get out of his head. And that's toxic behavior, and I'm with the toxic behavior.
They're going back and forth behind the scenes, it would seem. But I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine being Uzi and being wrapped up in this stuff and wanting to, basically keep it entirely secret and then just leak these moments into the world. But I feel like it benefits him from the strategy that you have to have if you're in a relationship where, that privacy is something that you hold very close to yourself. And for Uzi, it's kind of fun to just here and there sort of just throw it out there and just let a little splash of it hit the media. But it's also kind of confusing because to me, if I'm JT, I would be probably more in a hurry to expose this relationship than I would be if I were them. Because, I mean, for her, she's the smaller artist, right? She's the lesser known person compared to Uzi and, in a sense, Yachty. So for me, I would be more expecting her to be the one. And I think typically when you see this play out, typically you see the girl being the one that wants to throw the messiness out into the public field. And I guess that might be part of why we're sort of shocked by this. But then when JT says something like, he thought that I was regular and he was the pretty bitch, that sort of does sound like how I view Uzi's view on life, is that he clearly, like the way he walks around, the way he carries himself, it does kind of seem like that, like where he has that bad bitch mentality of being the hot girl in the club, and he just views all the girls as kind of not being on his standard of sexiness. Pause. Massive, gigantic pause.
Whoa. Nah, but if the city girls do have a dominant personality, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones that are making songs telling, hey, get you a drug dealer, get you a
rob him, take his kidneys.
Yeah, so you could tell that they really, they really come from the streets, and they probably nothing to be played with when it comes down to a man dealing with them. You know what I mean? So, and it seems like Uzi is just a little more carefree and just, it's just dope.
The truth is that she's the gangster in the relationship, it would seem, because she's the one who's more likely to keep her cards close to her chest. She's the one not talking about anything that's going on, even though she's apparently having relationships with all these different rappers that we barely even know about. Next story. It's being reported that Jay Critch was jumped outside of a New Jersey nightclub this weekend. According to his Instagram account, Jay Critch was set to perform on Halloween night at a secret location in Queens, New York. However, it seems that his night did not go as planned. Video footage emerged of what appeared to be a group of guys involved in the fight attacking Jay Critch. You can see Jay Critch throwing a punch, then he gets punched in the face himself. The man recording the brawl recognized the Brooklyn rapper and is heard yelling, "Oh, they jumped Jay Critch, yo." Reports suggest that the fight started inside the club as more video footage was uploaded to social media. It's still unknown why the fight began. However, it looks as though the brawl occurred both inside and outside the club. Jay Critch reacted to the viral video footage, tweeting, "Good punch, Lil Sneaky MF." He later posted to his Instagram story showing his injured hand, "Silly boys eating fists, I'm great, stop the politics," and followed up in a separate post writing, "Some of y'all never been in no brawl before and it shows." This Jay Critch thing was kind of exciting for me to see because the truth is that a lot of these rappers have not really gone out in public over the course of the last like 8 or 9 months. Halloween is like one holiday in which everybody pretty much, besides me because my girlfriend is 10 months pregnant, where everybody goes out, everybody has a good time, everybody is out around other people. So finally we get to see some rappers actually interacting with each other, beating each other up outside of nightclubs and stuff. We haven't necessarily seen this for a while. I mean, people have been going out, but they haven't really been going out the same way. I mean, when you think about it, if COVID started in February, I mean, you have July 4th, but there's not that many holidays all within that. But now we have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. These are all times in which people are going to be doing stuff, and it's kind of interesting seeing it play out.
I'm just happy, man. You know, he was getting busy. Sometimes you're going to get hit, man. You feel me? Like, I've been hit plenty of times. I also done the hitting and stuff. So, yeah, I got a lot of respect for him for doing that and, you know, taking it on the chin.
But I hate how people try to, like, always create a narrative where somehow Jay Critch getting in a fight is related to his status in the rap game. The reality is that he got booked to perform at a show. He showed up. Things went left. He ended up getting into a fight. It doesn't really have anything to do with how well his music is performing or whatever. Personally, I think Jay Critch is a talented guy. And if anything, he seems like the kind of guy who, in a way, like he's been a victim of the fact that the music industry or the fans really, they love to find a new artist, be really excited about him, and then move on super quickly. I feel like Jay Critch, you know, he's a good artist, and I think he still has a lot of life left in his career if he makes the right moves and stuff, but it's kind of weird how people try to treat this fight as if it's somehow like a symptom of where his career is at.
People are stupid. They just try to find a way for anything. Like, if you move around in the streets, it's inevitable that you're going to run into situations like that. It could be a drunk guy coming outside and just tripping, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in a position where I didn't see a drunk guy try to take a swing at somebody close to me just because, you know, you got to whoop their ass after that.
And the crazy thing about it is that aside from that video, of there being a video of that fight, that situation was pretty whatever. Like, realistically,
normal.
If you go out to the club and you get into a little, like, you know, 1-2 minute fight with a bunch of people and nobody ends up getting a concussion or getting stabbed or getting shot, it just is what it is. Like, that's a night out of the club. I'm sure you had a million nights like that at the club that never ended up on TMZ or the Shade Room or whatever, right?
Yes.
Yeah. When I think about it, there's fights where I got my ass beat, and if there was a video, not even like fights, I'm talking about getting jumped for the most part. I don't know. I was, you know,
you got jumped before?
Oh, hell yeah.
Good.
Bad. And
it's a bad feeling.
But it's a good feeling too, because after you make it through getting jumped, you're kind of like, wow,
you feel
I can survive anything. Like, I had 5 dudes on top of me trying to kill me, and all I got is like a little bruised pinky or something. Like,
what's his name? The Butcher?
Benny the Butcher?
The Butcher from The Boys, when he was getting stumped out, he's just sitting there.
Yeah, in the mosh pit. That's how you imagine me, huh?
No, I imagine you as Homelander. I love Homelander.
No, I got nothing in common with him. I thought about dressing as him for Halloween for like 2 seconds, and I'm like, wait a minute.
I seen that in the deep costume.
Yeah?
Amazing.
I like it. Anyway, big shout out to Jay Critch. Always wanted to do an interview with Jay Critch. One time I pulled up with the homie and we sold him some drink. Not me, it wasn't my drink, but one of the other homies sold him some drink, allegedly. I don't know what he was going to do with it, but then we never got the interview in. So Jay Critch, come explain this fight to me.
Last story. Travis Scott deleted his Instagram, and fans suspect either Utopia is on the way or the comments clowning his brown Batman costume got to him. On Halloween, Travis posted a picture of himself dressed as Batman, along with a Bruce Wayne-inspired video. The post immediately went viral. While many were impressed by his costume, some people weren't feeling his costume so much. Some fans even trolled him, saying he looked like a bug instead of a superhero. By Sunday morning, his Instagram account was deactivated. Some fans have speculated that he deactivated his account due to the costume's negative response, though some suggest it has something to do with his new album. Travis Scott has been everywhere in 2020, thanking some huge brand partnerships. Last month, he teased that he's working on new music, rumors pointing towards an Astroworld follow-up album entitled Utopia.
Listen, there's a lot of reasons why Travis Scott might choose to delete his Instagram. I honestly think that the idea that he deleted his Instagram because fans didn't like his costume when his costume was lit. Like, let's be real. In the whole realm of Halloween costumes, that Batman costume was like top tier. Like, if I pulled up in that Batman costume, everybody's gonna be looking at me like, oh, Adam went crazy. He got the crazy, super realistic Batman costume. Were the fans really clowning him, saying he looked like a bug? Like, what the hell does that mean? A bug? The one photo of him, it did look kind of funny because like Travis Scott is like a real skinny guy and the Batman suit is like this big buff suit. It was kind of funny, but I don't really feel like he got clowned so bad that he might delete his Instagram. This is Travis Scott. Like, he's gotten shit for, like, there's been things in the past that he got attacked for online that were objectively like 10 times bigger than this that he didn't even clearly give a shit about.
Yeah, the crazy thing is that the presentation going into the suit was probably the most player shit I didn't seen in Halloween ever. It's like, this nigga really got a bat cave or something like that.
Right.
Did you see when he opened up the shit?
No.
And okay, so he literally has a suit on like he's Bruce Wayne, and he opens like hydraulically. You know how Batman has his suit and stuff?
Okay,
that shit
yeah.
was player. But then when he posted a picture and he's next to two expensive ass vehicles on top of that, it's just people find anything to talk about.
I think, is this the same type of superhero costume that when David Dobrik had the Iron Man costume? Was it the same as that?
Who is David Dobrik?
YouTuber. But either way, I feel like there's a whole new level to Halloween now. Like, let's be real. You can't just throw a sheet over your head and be a ghost these days. It's like, you got to either come with the super high-end costume or you got to get the full body paint. If you want any kind of credit, if you want people to act like you snapped in terms of a Halloween costume, you got to go hard, because if you don't do the Avatar thing and paint your entire body blue, then nobody's going to even care about you at all. If you just grab a little face paint, oh, look, I'm the Green Goblin, my face is green. Nobody cares. You got to go hard. Travis Scott went hard. I hope that one day I can actually remember that Halloween is coming up and actually do a fire costume, because as of yet in my life, I really have never snapped even close to as hard as he went.
That's why I hit you up and said, what are you? You're supposed to dress up.
No, I was a hunter.
Did you see what I was?
Yeah, you were Cuz Lightyear.
That's fire.
That was pretty good, yeah. I liked it. I thought you did pretty good with that. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like the standard for Halloween is pretty high these days. And especially when it comes to celebrities, I mean...
You seen The Weeknd?
Exactly, yeah. Like, these costumes are like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for these custom costumes and shit. Never mind the makeup, the time. But I mean, if you go viral like off of it, then I guess it's worth it, right?
That nigga Quavo shit was fire too.
What did he do?
Him and Sweetie.
Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. They went with the whole full blue body paint. You know, it is what it is. You can't just like be a hot girl and you throw on a maid costume and everybody's like, oh, she was a maid. No, nobody cares if you just do the basic costume.
I'm tired of seeing the army girls and the cheerleading girls and the police girls. I feel like that's like Hollywood standard Halloween.
Right. Yeah. See, everything seems cliche.
And you were a
now.
hunter. Which is crazy because you dress like a hunter all the time.
I was a hunter because I already had camo pants and a camo shirt. And I was like, well, if I put these on, it's not something I would wear normally. Boom, I'm a hunter. And my girl was a bunny. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this here news story. If you did, please do us a favor. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be back real soon. Appreciate y'all.